Whatever Umberto says, you mustn't believe him. Something in the Grand Vigilant changed after I expressed doubts about Sonsbrook. He's been paranoid, keeping secrets. Something about making a heart gem to protect himself. Like those mad soul wardens. I fear he's trying to turn us against each other. If we don't stay united, I worry we'll both end up like the others.
Fortuitous timing, my friend. You catch me on the verge of traveling into Weaver's Fen to inquire about, of course, with so many
This. The angry Earth's bronze root warriors seem to naturally repel the lost.
You got the bright sigils? Removing the... Yes, but I'm not so keen on that wording. The so-called angry Earth evolved from a deep and primal power. They pose a grave threat to humanity, but their bond with the energy of Azoth is sacred. My fascination with plants and alchemy began in the old world, but here it transformed into something more... metaphysical? This is how I know that with the right components we can heal the fortress of Kaadun. A nearby grove harbors a sacred Azoth tree tended by angry earth shamans. Venture into the shaman's subterranean lair to claim their vessels and then use those to collect the sacred waters from the tree's roots. I'll wait here. The tree is invested with vast power. Step lightly in the grove. that remains is some token to prove the Grand Vigilant has also answered for his crimes. I believe your friend Galahad knows where to find him. I will go on to Kaya Dun and make preparations. See you there soon, I hope.
The alchemist is clearly gifted in some Vestal fashion. You've done well partnering with her. My tidings are less inspiring. No sign of Grand Vigilant Umberto in the fen, but a clue guided me to find him back here. After all we've learned, I presumed Umberto had long since fallen lost. It would have been a just fate. But no. I confronted him myself, and to my horror, his humanity has somehow been preserved. Did he? I will refrain from commenting on that practice out of respect, but Umberto must be called to answer for his crimes. If the heart gem protects him, it must be destroyed, though I cannot be the one to do it. The wretch has been hiding out all this time, and when I accosted him, he sealed himself inside the sanctum at Vigil's stand. Break him there, defeat him, and take his heart gem. I will await your return. Godspeed, my friend.
burn!
It is done, then. The tragic tale of the once brave Brother Umberto finally draws to a close. I am grateful to you, my friend, for helping me atone for my part in all this. We will never know if I might have prevented these atrocities. You are kind to say so. And indeed, we must look forward, never back. Speaking of which, I gather you and Ionas now seek to remove the curse on Care Done and claim it for the Soul Wardens. I suppose that's fitting. I must apologize. I judged the Wardens unfairly. Perhaps during the Crimson Madness, but most certainly now. You've proven the Order is honorable and strong. With the corrupted returning, I salute your courage in facing it. I will return to Calvary and seek other ways I can help restore the Brightwood. Perhaps Pennyfather will have grown a spine by now. Either way, I will find some way to serve. I'm not sure I have it in me to face the Crimson Menace once more. This business with Umberto has left me feeling my true age. I will have to consider the offer carefully. And then, perhaps I shall join you at Care Done.
Welcome back, Warden. If I had known the difficulty in claiming the fortress, I might have thought twice. However, I understand it was Umberto's actions that cursed these grounds, and somehow he was the last one standing? It seems his soul was tormented, and perhaps that drove him to make poor decisions. This island eventually makes fools of us all. Come though, speak with the young lady. She has made all kinds of preparations.
You were just in time to interrupt Jonas sharing another tale of your exploits. Not that I wasn't enjoying them, of course.
But I'm keen to take a shot at removing this curse. Assuming you have the heart gem. Are you ready? Keep in mind, this isn't an exact science, but whatever bad deeds the Vigil performed here, the worst of them were in the Undercroft. I've anointed the entrance with pure Azoth water and placed the sigils. Take Umberto's heart gem into the Undercroft and destroy it. If what I'm hearing is true, and it protects some part of the soul, you may face some resistance. Bottom line, he must answer for what he did.
My soul will not be so easily vanquished.
I must admit, funny. Jonas said the same, and Galahad's on board. So I think I might allow myself to go along with the flow. Speaking of, I didn't push you on this before, but something happened to you at the Azoth tree, didn't it? I told you that tree had power, didn't I? Its wisdom is directing you, of course, telling you what to do next. I think Galahad mentioned a sorceress with a purple eye. Maybe we need to find her. Ask him about it.
You've done well, young one. As menacing as that corrupted army and Great Cleave may be, I believe we are safe here. I will maintain my focus on recruiting and training new Soul Wardens to defend the place. You, on the other, it means you have been imbued with a power that exceeds my understanding, and it makes you both a target and a threat to the enemy. I do not envy the destiny that lies before you, nor do I know where it leads. I will not pretend to understand such things as the Azoth tree, but neither will I deny its primal power. You should heed the vision as Son suggested. Ask Galahad about this mysterious sorceress with the purple eye.
It seems Providence has already seen fit to verify I made the right choice in coming. I hear this talk of the sorceress with the purple eye, and I believe we have another quest to undertake together. Yes, though I know her by another name, the corpse crone of Weaver's Fen. I have doubts about her existence, but Mayor Pennyfather in Calvary's obsessed. Go and hear his account, and then meet me on the road to the Fen.
You again? Oh, no, please. I have nothing more to confess. You've already exposed my secret shame, and I understand you managed to lure Sun away on some crazy enterprise. What more can you take from me? The corpse crone? Don't say that name so loudly, lest she be summoned. She is the true cause of all this darkness in Brightwood. Indeed, I have written an account. Just read it for yourself and know the horrors she wrought.
Long ago, a witch crept into the eastern fens. This was the corpse crone, and she cast a wicked spell. The deadly hex spread like a sickening plague. The island's immortality was twisted and made obscene. The curse of the lost would haunt our lands. The people sought salvation from this plague. Desperate, we believed conviction our only course. We discovered the soulless could hide amongst us. Committing them to the cold earth was the only answer. Eventually, the crone's purpose became clear. Her hex would bind the restless lost to her will. To this day, her foul curse lingers. Until her evil can be forever extinguished.
There now. You know the full story. Whatever terrible deeds you attribute to the Bright Vigil, they were victims too. Tell me though, do you mean to track down the vile crone and hold her to account? Be wary then, nosy traveler. Weaver's Fen is a foul territory, ridden with sickness and despair. All the crone's doing, no doubt. I wish you luck though, or perhaps a miracle. You'll need it, I fear.
You've heard Pennyfather's sordid tale, have you? We've come this far, and discovering the truth about the source of the Lost Plague seems wise. But there's a great deal of ground to cover, and little time, if the corrupted are as strong as they seem. Careful not to give too much credit to the Azoth tree. Nature here does not always align with humanity's best interests. If she exists, I suspect, however, the corpse crone may be hiding secrets of significant power. There's a stalwart knight named Sir Britmar who once protected the Fen. If she remains, I shall request her aid in this venture. Meanwhile, the crone's curse began in Perryville, so I suggest you search there. Do be careful.
flowers referenced in the ancient tablets quickly proved a waste of time. Whatever reason the ancients cultivated them, it was not to defend against the Crimson Madness. Conversely, the mushrooms seem to offer some promise. I was able to infuse them with the azoth from the ruins, and the mushroom's luminescence dims when in the presence of corruption. Desperate as they are, it was not difficult to convince the villagers here to drink the mushroom concoction I prepared. Though, I did leave out the fact that they were gathered from the ruins. Whether the serum is effective remains to be seen. Damn it all! The situation here in Perryville is deteriorating by the hour. It seems one of the lost somehow passed their condition on to a family member who had not been a volunteer. I offered to assess and treat the poor woman, but I was met with nothing but anger and fury. Everyone seems to have forgotten that this effort is in pursuit of protection against a far greater evil. With a few further tests, I am certain I can perfect the cure, and perhaps even find a remedy. If I am to find more volunteers, however, they will not be here. Brittmar is helping to pack up all of my equipment and research, and we will leave this town of fools in the morning. Good riddance.
I hope you had better luck than I, my friend. The legacy of the corpse crone seems to have claimed every town in this region. The only thing I've learned about Sir Britmar is that she departed from this area in some haste. You found the crone's grimoire. Quite an important clue. Filled with records of her vile conjurations, no doubt. But if it makes mention of Britmar, then I should very much like to study it further. Though the Bright Vigil never came this far east, it seems there were those who sought to hold the crone accountable for her crimes. I presume you saw the posters. These shadow hunters gathered in Carberg. Perhaps. I've just come from searching Britmar's home there. The crone's curse swept through Carberg like a hurricane. It appears the entire town fell lost in hours, and the curse still haunts the streets like a contagion. Very well. I should spend time studying this journal for clues to the crone's fate, and that of the brave and loyal Britmar. Learn what you can in Carberg, and then meet me on the town's outskirts. Light be with you, Warden.
Yes. We won't allow you to profane this place with your fouls.
Enough! I don't have time for your ignorance.
Horrors transpired here. Corruption is truly the least of the evils this island has to offer.
Bloody cap!
I heard you were looking for me.
Yes. We won't allow you to profane this place with your fouls.
Enough! I don't have time for your ignorance.
This journal tells more lies than truths. I simply cannot believe Britmar would support this foul sorcery. What did you learn? She cursed an entire town. Such power rivals the magic of even Mirrodin himself. Perhaps that explains Britmar as well. Yes, surely the crone had ensorcelled my brave friend. That must be it. The only place that hasn't fallen lost in this dreadful swamp is the ramshackle settlement of Twillen. I should like to go there and inquire after Britmar. I cannot rest until I find an explanation for all this. If the journal is to be believed, the crone spent centuries studying the ancient ruins in the Fen. That is undoubtedly where she acquired her power. The last entry makes specific mention of the ruins at Vega Bridge. That makes sense. I hope you find answers. I hope we learn the crone ultimately faced justice for what she did. I will go on to Twillen and inquire about both Britmar and the crone. I'll await you there.
translated the glyphs on the bridge, and it's clear this passage was once a major supply route. Just as with the obelisk, the bridge was protected by magical devices, strategically placed to ward away some danger, almost certainly the corruption. If I could find one of these devices, I had hoped to deconstruct it and determine what energy powered the ancients' wards. However, I've searched the length of the bridge, and whatever devices the ancients placed have long since been looted or destroyed. The only possibility is that one remains somewhere in the bridge's upper framework. If I can get up there.
Well now, your timing's as fickle as the tides. It sure would have been nice if you'd shown up before I spent 6 hours trying this myself. This chest is locked by some puzzle, and that's really more your thing than mine. After you left Cardun, that alchemist suggested you might need help tracking down the crone and all. Of course, she also mentioned treasure in these ruins. And here we are, a bit of both if we can get this chest open. Did she? Well then, I'm willing to bet she was after whatever's in this chest. If you can figure the lock, we'll find something inside. Probably something worth some coin. Did you find anything inside? I always fancied a crown for myself. One of those big jewel-studded affairs. Nothing but a mouldy piece of paper. Is that all? This swamp really is cursed. I suppose that's the kind of clue you were looking for though, isn't it? Does it tell you where to search next? Well, Twillin isn't so much a town as a pile of wooden planks over the muck, but there's a tavern there at least. I'd ask around. Someone in Twillin knows what became of the crone. I bet my boots on it.
The fact this rank stack of hovels stands as the last safe place in the fen is testament to the crone's evil legacy. Like Pennyfather, many here refuse to speak her name aloud. Nor do they have what did she? Now that is encouraging, though it also disproves the theory my friend was ensorcelled. If Brittmar abandoned the crone, she may have returned to Hinbroken in the southern marshes. I shall check there next. If Sir Brittmar were with us, we would have not only the benefit of her knowledge, but of her patience and strategic thinking as well. Without her, we have only the terrified and distrustful people of Twillen. You should. Unfortunately, many people lost faith in the knights during the Wars of Crimson Madness. Your inquiries about the corpse crone may get more honest answers. Meantime, I'm off to Hinbroken.
What drags you into the vile waters of Weaver's Fen, traveler? Bilge and bastards, that's all you'll find here. Anyone who could leave this place has left long since. How dare you speak the name of that hideous fiend? She twisted the land and turned the living into lost. We are still burdened by the tyranny of her evil magic. And the best we can do is try to forget it. She's still out there, lurking in the bog, taking anyone she finds back to her foul lair and stealing their souls. Don't be a fool. Many have sought vengeance against her. None have returned.
Dismal as it is here, the Weavers of the Fen still honor the old ways. We welcome you as an honored guest. Our numbers are few now, but if there is anything that will enhance your visit, just let it be known. Only the most foolish or desperate would seek out the old sorcerers of the swamp. I wonder, which are you? If anyone around here knows how to find the crone, it would be Bella Ruby. But I didn't tell you that.
Takes a certain kind to travel through the fen.
Well, hello there. What brings you around these parts? Most people have better places to be than Weaver's Fen, but for some of us, it's a safe refuge. A place where we can be who we want and live how we want. Oh, not to harm her, I hope. You should know, the crone's quite capable of defending herself. She's not a monster, you know. For those in need, the crone has been known to help. Despite what others may say, the corpse crone doesn't want to turn everyone lost. She doesn't snatch people up in the night or do anything they don't ask for. I sought the crone myself at one point. You see, I was struggling with my identity, who I am inside, and she helped me. She gave me these wonderful medicines, and now everyone sees me in the way I see myself. No! But people need someone to blame for their misery, and they'll choose the easiest target. To petition the crone, follow the trail of torches on the South Road, and be respectful. She has no patience for fools.
You followed the lights, so you must want something. Judging by your appearance, however, I'm guessing it's not a friendly visit over a cup of tea. Yes, one of many names I've been called. The Witch of Weaver's Fen, Swamp Sorceress, Corpse Crone. The list goes on. Ironically, no one even knows me by my given name anymore. Britma was the last friend I had. It was tragic, and it was my fault. I thought I had finally found the perfect mixture. Britma insisted I tested on her rather than an unwilling subject. We were the only two left from Camelot after the wars. Now I'm alone. Oh, no. Tell me you're not with that damned righteous fool. Ah! What the hell is he doing here? No! No! Your petition is denied. Ha! You can pound your head against this barrier all you want. We are done here.
First, I didn't recognize her. Then, even now, I doubt my eyes. Oh, she is much changed. But there can be no doubt. That's the enchantress Morgaine, sister to Mirrodin, the Crimson Sorcerer, and traitor to my Lord King. No, Morgaine vanished during the Wars of Crimson Madness, just like Mirrodin and the High King himself. This corpse crone business is now a lesser concern. She has far more important questions to answer. Damn it! Now it all makes sense. That's why Sir Britmar remained loyal to the bitter end. But I still don't understand. We all believed Morgaine succumbed to the Crimson Madness along with her brother. Indeed, nothing could be more important. She believes she's safe behind this barrier, but I know her secrets. Mirrodin used wards like this on his sanctum, and there's a way to break through them. There will be anchors scattered around this swamp. Destroy those, and we can confront her. I will remain here and ensure Morgaine doesn't escape and vanish again. This time, she will answer for what she's done.
God be good.
You pursued fear, I pursued power, and amass more of it by the minute.
Morgaine went to great lengths to protect her solitude. Those anchors were farther than expected, but this barrier must come down. Though I goaded her into some dialogue, she's now back to ignoring me. Yes, and though she was not very forthcoming, her account of what happened during the Wars of Crimson Madness does make some sense. I still have no answers to the fate of Artorias, but I've learned to live with that for now. Though she speaks coldly of Mirrodin's fall, I detect some trace of sadness for the loss of her brother. But Morgaine is not blameless in what occurred then, nor the dark acts she committed as the corpse crone. I would hardly call it a confession. She has an explanation for everything, of course, as she always did. Moreover, I question the veracity of some of her claims. You must interrogate her as well. With the anchors destroyed, the barrier should be weakened. Your staff can likely dispel it. Go on, and hear Morgaine's explanations for yourself. I'll await you in Twillin. I've heard enough.
「
for today.
「 」 「」 「」 「」 " 「」 " " 」 " 「」 " 」 " 」 " 」 " 」 " 」 " 」 " 」 " 」 " 」 " 」 " 」 " 」 " 」 " 」 " 」 " 」 "
I'm impressed. I felt quite assured no one had both the perception and the prowess to bring down my barrier. But where is the most holy knight? Perhaps after cooling down, he remembered his steel is no match for my sorcery. That's for the best. We can have a more reasonable discussion. Galahad cannot accept that some questions have no answers. I watched Mirrodin's fall to corruption firsthand. I know the Crimson Menace does not play by the rules. I'm afraid that would take several lifetimes, and I'm quite busy at the present moment. If you wish to hear my account of the wars and the events that led to my unfortunate reputation, I've written it down just there. Go on. Aeternum secrets called to us in dreams, promising vast, ancient knowledge. What we discovered was an entity longing for release. Mirrodin believed his spellcraft would ensure protection, but this fell power claimed him for its own. As the Crimson Sorcerer, he became the herald of madness. When all else failed, I confronted my brother. Our magics clashed, and then silence. I was forever changed. I knew the corruption would return. But the power I needed came at a terrible cost. The secrets I sought continued to elude me, but I refused to relent. I became the corpse crone, the curse of Weaver's Fen, the target of foolish shadow hunters. I have spent the century since alone, preparing. When the Crimson Madness returns, I shall be ready. So, you see now that I have neither insight nor responsibility in whatever fate befell the High King. As to my part in my brother's fall, I have spent every moment making amends. Preparing for corruption's eventual return. No! That cannot be! I would know! I have been holed up in this cave for a long time. I will need to verify this for myself, of course. But if you speak the truth, then I have gravely miscalculated. Some people believe corruption is mankind's inherent evil in its purest form, and others that it's some kind of demonic possession. It's far more complex, however. I should know. I've spent centuries studying it. Ha! Well, of course they do. It would be a shame if I spent all this time and could offer no value to them. Wait. You're a soul warden? I thought the order perished. Never mind. We'll need all the help we can get. Yes, well, I'll leave that to you. I must visit the ruins to the northeast and verify the sources of power there have not fallen to corruption. Go after Galahad if you must, but then meet me in the ruins of Canopus. I'll need your help.